Let me guess, you've heard all the hype about AI, but when you actually sit down to use ChatGPT, your brain short circuits and you're back to staring at a blank screen. Sound familiar? Here's the deal. The way we sell digital products has changed. And if your funnel was built before 2024, there's a good chance it's already outdated. That's why I have rebuilt the Empowered Business Lab from the ground up with AI at the core. Inside of EBL AI, I'll show you how to use AI to create better digital products, write sales page copy that actually converts, and finally make sense of your funnel data without the headache. You don't need to be techie. You don't need to start from scratch. You just need the right system, and this is it. Right now, you can grab it for $500 off through Sunday, May 4th. Outdated funnels aren't just old, they're expensive. Let's stop the scroll and start making sales. Are you in? Head on over to empoweredbusinesslab.com and join us.
Welcome to the Empowered Business Podcast, where strategy meets action. I'm Monica Froese, and I'm here to help you create, sell, and scale digital products the smart way, using AI and proven strategies to build a sustainable, profitable business. If you're ready to turn your expertise into digital products that sell and eventually grow into a thriving digital shop, you're in the right place. Each week, I break down real-world tactics, unfiltered insights, and bold business moves. Because building a digital product business should be sustainable, scalable, and designed for long-term success. Let's ditch the fluff, leverage AI to work smarter, and turn your expertise into a thriving digital empire on your terms. Let's get started. Hey, welcome back to the Empowered Business Podcast. Today, I'm going to walk you through a massive transformation happening inside of the Empowered Business Lab and how AI is completely changing the way we create and sell our digital products. Spoiler alert, if you're still building your digital products the slow and hard way, you're making it 10 times harder than it needs to be. AI isn't here to replace your expertise. It's here to make you faster, sharper, and of course, more profitable. And I'm going to show you exactly how it's working for me and how it can work for you too. So let's dive into today's episode. First, let me give you a little backstory. When I launched the Empowered Business Lab back in 2021, we helped thousands of students go through it and create and sell their digital products, a lot of them for the very first time. Some of them didn't even know what a digital product was or what a sales funnel was. In fact, we helped so many people create so many products that we then had to create a second course called the Digital Shop Experience, because instead of having 40 different sales pages, we needed a cohesive place to sell our products. And so we launched the Empowered Shop, we launched the Redefining Mom Shop on Shopify, and then we went on to teach our Empowered Business Lab people who are creating all these fabulous digital products, how they could create more products faster and then put them in a shop to have a cohesive shopping experience. And then fast forward to 2023, and AI came onto the scene. Not only did AI come onto the scene, but the way people were showing up online started to shift because COVID was over. The era of being home 24/7 was over. So the attention span for people online really changed. They were around less, but on top of that, there was a lot more noise, meaning a lot more people were trying to create products. And with the rise of TikTok, I have to say, while I love TikTok and anyone who knows me knows that I am an avid consumer of TikTok, although I do not have a TikTok for the business. That being said, I feel like it did bring out a lot of junky digital product sellers who didn't really know what they were talking about. And it kind of crowded the landscape a little bit. If I see one more video on TikTok about how you can just create an ebook using AI, plug it into Canva and sell it and make $1 million, I honestly might heave. But I digress. The landscape has definitely changed. Consumers are getting savvier, and the market, of course, is noisier. And attention spans, they are shorter than ever. Thank you, TikTok, for short form videos. Meanwhile, AI, it exploded on the scene. And honestly, at first, I wasn't sold. I had some fears, and you probably have some of the same ones. Will it make everything generic? Will it replace the real work that sets my business apart? Can it actually help someone like me, someone who has been creating content online for over a decade, and all of it has come out of my brain with no assistance from anything? Turns out, if you use AI the right way, it doesn't replace your expertise. It really can amplify it. And I have found that time and time again. At this point, we have quickly created and launched more products than the first quarter of 2025 than we have in over 2 years. And we can do it because we can work faster, smarter, and more efficient with the help of AI. It was seriously like adding rocket fuel to what we're already good at. And I knew I had to evolve the Empowered Business Lab to reflect that. Because if you ignore AI right now, you're going to be left behind. And I don't want that for you. So that's why we upgraded it to be the Empowered Business Lab AI. Not just a name change, a complete overhaul to show you how to use AI strategically to create your products faster, sell smarter, and of course, make data-driven decisions like the boss you are. So let's dive into what is inside of the Empowered Business Lab AI and why it's such a game changer. Let's start with product creation and how we can create products now in a fraction of the time. We used to spend weeks, even months, outlining and developing new digital products. Now I can map out an entire offer in an hour using AI. In fact, I give an example to my students where the very first ebook that I created back in 2016, it was called Busy Moms Building. It was a 105-page ebook, I think, and then it had a companion guide. And it took me an entire summer to come up with. Fast forward to 2025, and I show in real time to my students how we created an entire planner in 5 hours. Now, if you're new to digital product creation or you don't really feel confident in your skills at this point, as someone who has created and launched hundreds and hundreds of digital products and taught many people how to do the same, creating an entire product from conception all the way through having it listed for, like, you could buy it 5 hours later is unheard of, especially for really well put together products. When I was creating the Empowered Divorce Planner for Redefining Mom, which is not available for sale yet, I opened up ChatGPT, fed it a detailed outline of what I wanted, and used it to structure the entire product: worksheets, finance trackers, custody planners. I had the whole thing structured in under an hour. And it sounds 100% like me because I know how to guide AI. That's right, guide AI, not let AI lead me. We actually have a $9 product in the shop that I think everyone should go get at the Empowered Shop. It is called Train Your AI to Think Like You. And if you follow this guide, you can do exactly the same thing that we do, which is first you have to be an expert in your topic, okay? You have to know what you're talking about because AI is only going to be as good as the information you feed it. But if you train AI on your brand voice, then when you go to create your digital products and you give it a detailed outline, because you know what you want to put in your product, you're not letting AI decide what's going to be in your product, it can help you get to that end result so much faster. Now, the reason I like to use the Empowered Divorce Planner that we're creating under the Redefining Mom brand as an example is because AI cannot have human emotions. AI did not go through the divorce process. It can't possibly understand the nuances and the feelings. It cannot give you a hug. It cannot cry with you. And while it is very intuitive and understands the logistics of the divorce process and can help you with the logistics of mapping out a planner around divorce, it cannot connect the human element. And so because I went through the process and I have helped other moms know what they should have put together and organize and the kind of questions that they should ask to make sure that when they sign on the dotted line, that they're not signing their future away. Because when you get divorced, especially with little kids, you're making decisions that are going to impact you for decades. And you're also in a very raw emotional state. Now, this is just not something that AI can understand like a human can. So the way we teach how to create digital products is you lead with your expertise and you let AI guide you. And more than anything, you have to make sure that you're not letting AI make you sound like a robot. So you lead with your voice and AI will assist you. So once you have your digital product all created, now we need to know how to package and price it. Instead of second guessing yourself for weeks about what bonuses should I include or how should I price this, we teach you inside of the Empowered Business Lab how to use AI to analyze your competitors, brainstorm your bonuses, and generate pricing strategies that make sense. There's no more staring at a blank screen, no more questions like, How much should I charge for a 100-page ebook versus a 14-page guide? Because those questions used to drive me nuts. We never want to price, little mini rant here. We never want to price a digital product based on how many pages are in there. Because if we do that, then people tend to put a lot more fluff into their products. The whole point of a digital product is to help someone get through a transformation as quickly and as helpful as possible. You don't want to put fluff into your products just to make it appear more valuable. Instead, you really want to focus pricing your digital product on the transformation. And for whatever reason, because I've done this for so long, I've learned that people really get into their head when it comes to pricing their digital products. And one thing that AI has been super helpful with is helping us price our digital products in a way that makes sense without it feeling very emotional. It honestly helps us realize the transformation of our own product because we're so tied to the topic usually, we're so close to the topic that sometimes we forget that while we're super knowledgeable in it, we're helping people that are not super knowledgeable in it. We should get paid for that knowledge. And so most of the time, I find that my students try to undercharge for their products, and AI can be really good at pep talking us and helping us relate to, like, go out there and see our competitors and see how we shouldn't undercharge. Now, once we've packaged our digital product up and we've priced it accordingly, now we need to go out and sell it. So the next part of the Empowered Business Lab moves into how to create sales pages that don't suck or cost $5,000 to write. AI is a beast when it comes to helping you craft sales page copy that actually sells your product. AI has helped us revamp our own sales pages and organize it better, brainstorm better headlines, and tighten the messaging and really get across our transformation better. We still edit in my voice because our brand is our brand, but the heavy lifting is now done in minutes instead of days. You'll learn my exact prompts and processes for making this happen inside of the Empowered Business Lab. I'm not even kidding. A sales page used to take me so long to do. I mean, I can't be the only one that has opened up your landing page builder and just stared at a cursor just blinking at you. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. Honestly, the thing that used to trip me up the most with creating sales pages was really thinking through that initial hook. Because if you do not hook your customer above the fold, like right away, they're going to click off. Their attention spans are so low nowadays, and you can see it because we use behavioral analytics. We use a software called Hotjar, and I can see people navigating our sales pages. And if they don't understand what your product is about in literally the first 3 seconds, you are going to lose them. So instead of me just staring at a blank screen wondering, how do I even start this page? AI comes in and gives us a ton of different ideas and helps us narrow down exactly what's going to get our customer to be, aha, I need this. And you really need to get that aha moment in the first 3 to 5 seconds. So now once we have our sales page created, it's time to put our product out into the world. And now we move on to the part that people tend to not like all that much, which is data. Now, listen, I love data. I love numbers. I love spreadsheets. I love analyzing them. That's like my happy place. I tell my team all the time, if I could spend all day looking at a spreadsheet and analyzing numbers and figuring out the story that the numbers are telling me, I get super happy. But I know a lot of you look at a spreadsheet and would rather put forks into your eyeballs. But here's the problem. One of the biggest reasons a sales funnel fails is because you don't know where the leaks are. And in comes my favorite part of the Empowered Business Lab, which is our brand new module on AI funnel optimization. This is where you use AI to audit your pages, your opt-in pages, your sales pages, your entire sales funnel, where you learn how to diagnose where you're losing people, where they're falling off. You tighten up your tripwires and your upsells to make sure that it's a cohesive experience. And you learn how to write better follow-up emails, because one of the things that I notice that people fall off on the most is it's one thing to get people into your funnel and opting into your freebie and buying your product initially, but then they don't email after. And what happens if someone doesn't buy the product right away? You need to keep selling it. And like I said, most people glance at their numbers but have no idea what they actually mean, or worse, they just choose to ignore it. But inside the lab, I show you how I use AI to quickly analyze key data points like opt-in rates, tripwire conversions. We analyze how your upsell is converting and how your emails, your post-purchase emails or your post-opt-in emails are converting. This probably took the longest and was the thing that people put off the most in the past. But now it's gotten so much easier with the help of AI. This is where AI really shines, in my opinion. Instead of letting the data overwhelm you, you're going to have a second brain to help you analyze these numbers and actually put them into action for you. So here's why this matters more than ever now. Here's the tough love you need to hear. If you're not using AI to enhance your skills, you're not just moving slower, you're bleeding opportunities every single day. The people who learn how to use AI the right way, blending it with their unique experience and voice, are going to build a stronger, faster, and more profitable business. In the last 6 months, I've created new products 3 times faster, revamped entire funnels in a weekend, and made data-driven decisions in hours instead of weeks. And I'm just getting started. The Empowered Business Lab AI isn't just another online course, it's the roadmap to building a smarter, faster, future-proof digital product business. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or like you're behind, this is your reset button. So if you're ready to stop overcomplicating digital products and start creating and selling with more speed, confidence, and of course, strategy, you have to check out the Empowered Business Lab AI. And it is open right now, and it is half off. So head on over to theempoweredbusinesslab.com and check it out. And if you take one thing away from today's episode, let it be this. AI isn't the enemy. It is not replacing you. However, not leveraging it and continuing to do everything manually and slower, that is the enemy. So together, let's work smarter and let's build things faster. We would love to see you inside of the Empowered Business Lab AI, and we would love to help you create and launch your digital products. And hey, the next thing we'll be doing is revamping the digital shop experience with the help of AI, integrating AI strategies. So if you start creating and selling your digital products now, you will be primed to move on to a digital product shop. And before you know it, we're going to be in Q4 and Black Friday is going to be here. And what a goal that would be for you to have your shop up and running so that you had a cohesive shopping experience for Black Friday. We would love to help you get there. So again, head on over to empoweredbusinesslab.com and grab the Empowered Business Lab AI, which is 50% off right now, and we'll see you inside. That's a wrap on today's episode, but your next step starts right now. If you're serious about selling digital products and want the AI-powered tools, expert strategy, and real human support to make it happen, then you need to check out the Empowered Business Society. Inside, you'll get AI-driven trainings to create and sell digital products faster, a private community for expert feedback and real-time support, exclusive access to the Monica Memo podcast, and if you go pro, you'll get monthly marketing shortcuts, live Q&As, and 20% off of the Empowered Shop perpetually. Because smart business owners sell smarter, they don't work harder. And the best part, you can get started for as little as $9. The best business growth happens when AI and real humans work together. Ready to make your next move? Join us inside of the Empowered Business Society. You can check us out at empoweredbusiness.co/society. See you in the next episode.